All right, joining me now, civil rights attorney and law professor Avery Friedman and civil and criminal defense attorney Richard Herman. Good to see you both.
Good to see you, Frederica.
Yeah, so the Ali family attorney, said, thanks, we appreciate that, but it really won't be necessary because, Supreme Court had overturned that back in the day, and perhaps the president just wasn't up on all of his research on that item, Richard, but he did allude to thousands of considerations being made. Is it your view that he'll make these considerations on his own, or will he be using the Justice Department's pardon advisory program?
Does it surprise you he wasn't up to speed on the law or the rules and regulations? Not me, Fred. It's unbelievable. The pardoning power that the president has is promulgated in Article 2 of the Constitution. And there it is. It gives him broad discretionary power to pardon and or to commute sentences. And you saw recently he commuted a prison sentence. That means you take the person and let them out of prison. They don't have to finish the sentence. They can get out early. So that's a commutation. The pardon is a full exoneration, and he's claiming he's gonna pardon thousands of people. But he stands in this mumbo jumbo, Fred. Fred, this mumbo jumbo in the office about it. I could pardon myself. Well, why would I do that? Because I didn't do anything. It's preposterous. Or Rudy Giuliani, who lost his mind, saying that the president could shoot someone, Comey, in the Oval Office and not be prosecuted or could not be pardoned. I mean, this is absurdity that's taking place right now in the country. We are a democracy. We're not an autocracy. I know he loves Jung in North Korea, and he loves Putin, but he is not the king. The foundation for our republic was to do away with the king. He's not the king. There are laws to upheld Constitution, and he's not doing that on a daily basis. And these 9 or 10 lies a day that he's telling is an abomination for this country and for the office of embarrassment to this country, Fred. The Supreme Court ultimately will decide the extent of his pardoning power. And Fred, the pardoning power is for crimes against the United States. It's not for state crimes. It's for federal crimes.
That's right.
And if you examine Article 2 of the Constitution, Fred, it's the opinion of many constitutional scholars. The president has this broad pardoning power, but he cannot pardon himself for impeachment or removal of office. And if he tried to do that, that in and of itself could provide grounds for impeachment and or add to the mental intent necessary for an obstruction of justice charge. This is a democracy, Fred, and there are rules and regulations, and ultimately, I say again, it's probably because he's not going to honor a subpoena by Mueller. He's not going to go to any grand jury. He's going to ignore everything because he thinks he's invincible.
So ultimately, the
Supreme Court's going to determine the extent of his pardoning power.
All right, we'll leave it there, gentlemen. Always good to see you. Thanks so much.
Richard
and Avery.
You too.
Appreciate it.